So yes, we just finished getting, we got a couple of bits and pieces and stuff like that. So Simon just said about the boats going through the lock, isn't it, sweetheart?
Where are you going? Can I come to? Tell me don't walk away. Don't walk away. I wanna hear you say don't walk away. Tell me these are the words that I need to hear. Where are you going? Can I come to? Tell me don't walk away. Don't walk away. Tell me don't walk away. Don't walk away.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Monday. How are we all doing today? Yep, so I had a really lovely day out yesterday at Hatton's Country World and their pumpkin patch. The boys' pumpkins actually put them in the garage for now. We're going to carve them probably Friday, I think we're going to do those. So, like I said, we could have done them yesterday there, but we didn't want to put Ben into too much pressure, if you know what I mean. So we said, at least if we carve them here, be in his own environment and things like that. Because we did go down to the area and it looked like there's quite a few people there. And Ben's still not that keen on a lot of people in his personal space, which you can't blame him at the minute anyway. So yeah, so we're going to do that probably Friday afternoon for him. He loves carving out the pumpkin anyway, because obviously it's really sensory, all the goo and stuff in the middle. He's quite happy to, I'm not that keen on it. I have used his spoon, but Ben's quite grumpy. He goes for it with his hands. So yeah, so of course having a bit of a lazy chill out morning as well. You can see Sammy's playing on. So what are you playing on, darling? He's playing on Kingdom of Hearts or something like that. I'm bless him, see Ben's there laying on the floor playing with his henchman. And he actually asked them on this morning. He went up to start hitting them and wonder why they don't work. So bless him, he's just happy, which is really great. So we'll make sure we boys have their lunch before Stephen comes home from work, because this afternoon we're running up into Banbury. So I was going to entertain her and see what there is in there. And I got some vouchers for there, and I've really stuck from there, because when I ordered them through my park vouchers, I really thought they'd done like games and things like that, but they don't. So I'm just going to go in there, see if there's anything that takes Sammy's fancy, and then we'll sort of go back in there at a later date for him for Christmas. We even said that for Ben as well. So because I know they do things like big trucks and things like that, but Ben's got plenty of trucks and stuff like that. So the washing machine's on, because I've obviously got loads of washing to do as well. I want to go make myself a cup of tea, and also I also need to get Ben dressed at the minute, but you can see he's so happy there at the minute playing with his henchman. I don't want to disturb him too much. Yes, we just parked the car, just heading into town now. I must admit, we couldn't park in a normal parking space because that car park was full. So we parked another one. Had a nice long walk on the canal, didn't we, Sammy?
Yeah, and through the bus station.
Yeah, walked through the bus station, things like that. It's nice to see how they're getting on with the hotel. Only one problem is, obviously, because where they're doing all the work, they've actually nailed the tow path, which is quite narrow, and obviously it's not, to me it's a bit dangerous there, but isn't it? Do you think it is?
Well, too narrow then.
It is too narrow on there now. You thought they have like some sort of railing. Exactly. The first there was people stood in the way, didn't want to move. But anyway, yeah, so we said, well, what you might do is walk back the long way round, and we can show you how they're getting on with Lidl and things like that, because they're getting on really well that now. Nice to come shop somewhere else. Anyway, yeah, so we're just heading off now into MacLeod, see what they have for Christmas and things. In MacLeod now, and looking at all the matching pyjamas and things like that. I think we should have it, but Steve said he doesn't want to go to wear matching pyjamas. Want to see if we can get in here, shall we? A few bits and pieces, yeah? Mum's got a voucher in here as well, so I'm going to see if I can use it. Yeah, I can. Obviously 4 to 13, you said you didn't want those in. Well, now do you, darling? You need men's clothes now. So they're not too bad, shall they? Look, the little jumpers, they're not bad actually for £7. I know the obviously the boys are too big for these, too big now, but I do like that little Christmas jumpers. I do like those, they look quite cute. So yeah, so just heading into the ladies section now. What I want you to get, they haven't got, because obviously my nephew's into the wrestling like us, and they didn't have any there at all. We even had the belt, even though that's come through in the books, maybe the bigger ones, because this used to be a lot bigger than here, but they made it loads smaller. So just have a look for the ladies section and see what they've got. So that jumper's quite nice actually, isn't it, for £14? Quite warm in that in there. They've got around there.
Enclosed can become a hoarder's dream.
They can actually, can't they?
You can hoard so many
You
times.
can. Obviously 35 quid, that's quite nice actually. In my case it's not too bad, to be honest with you. So yes, I have to admit I'm very, very disappointed with Minneapolis. I couldn't get hardly anything I wanted from in there because, again, when the brochure come through, it's like what Stephen said, not all Minneapolis do the same, which they, well, I can understand in one way. But not only that, having to do it yourself, self-serve, it's quite hard because it wouldn't scale all my items properly, would it? So in the end, she had to help me anyway. So anyway, you managed to use my voucher, which is pretty good anyway. So I think if I'm ordered Macland again, I think I order online, so much easier, isn't it? It's so much easier to go click, 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 wait for it to be delivered. So anyway, I'm just heading off now into Poundland. Stephen wants to get a drink. And what did we get from Poundland, sweeter? Simon said something about some sort of Halloween or something. So we're just in Walco's now. I'm not too quite sure where I'm going here for. Sammy darling, be careful, remember to keep your distance. Wouldn't you? People still selling sun cream. Anyway, first of all, I see what Christmas decorations and things they've got in here as well. Anyway, and also the advent calendar. Just bought Ben one from Poundland. You are? You found the snowballs? Okay. Have they got the orange snowman? I like the other one. What's Ben picked up? Oh, bless him, with some coins. You got to pay for them first, and only 30p. Bless, that's one good thing with Ben actually now. He's actually started showing us what he wants.
Want a Barbie calendar?
Yeah, Barbie. They've got all the Halloween things here. Here we get all the Christmas lights and things like that. I'm looking for some tree lights. Apparently you can buy something where you click them to the top of the tree, they just fall down. Save the hassle of having to go round and round and round the tree all the time. So I like them. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? The penguin and the Father Christmas.
I'm going to put them. I can't even get no power outside.
I know we can't. Obviously we've got our new tree, which is good. I've got the elf on the shelf thing because they want to do
I've
elf.
also got some decent lights I was going to buy. I thought I bought them, and I'm not down buying them anymore.
I didn't think you bought them actually in the end, did you? Obviously I've still got an Elvis surveillance thing, a wooden sleigh, little hats and things like that. Obviously, like I said, we're going to the range tomorrow, see what they've got. I do like these baubles. I think they look really, really nice. They do. And then little, that's a big ball, isn't it? Real big ball. And then little Santa down there as well. Yeah, so just in the works now, looking at all these little fancy, not fancy, but all the crafty things up there. Simon's actually picked up another mat, bless him, because his is ripped. And this is what they've actually got here as well. Look at these little ducks.
Be careful near the Ben.
And then be careful near Ben as well. All the Christmas cards, you get some of them. It's all like the little Christmas books and things like that. I think we might actually, I just wonder what they've got like for gift wise, things like that. That's good. Nice Harry Potter puzzle. And also Cluedo up there as well. So yes, I'm not going to vlog too much now because I need to keep an eye on Ben as well. So what's that? Harry Potter Creatures paper scene book. That's different, isn't it? Little things up here. There we go. A Super Century Mega Set. Oh well, Ben would love that. I would really, really love that. Some Century, okay, some Century balls. They'd be right for Ben. You get those in a minute because obviously Ben doesn't really understand what's happening and things like that. So, and also jigsaw puzzles on here. And also got like the bundles. They're not bad actually. £10. Numbers. What's this? Little things here. But there's nice little things in here actually, haven't they? Christmas colouring books. I see all the books and things like that. Sammy's got all the horror history books. He's got all them. I need to sort out what he's got. So yes, we just finished. We got a couple of bits and pieces and stuff like that. So Simon just said about the boats going through the lock, isn't it, sweetheart? I remember back last year, Sammy had a go at one of them, didn't you? There's an old lady. She asked if she wanted to turn it for him, which she did. So it's quite amazing actually how it all actually works, all these locks and things like that. So obviously, like you have to turn the handle thing in there, and then the water on both sides has to be the same, doesn't it, sweetheart? So we'll go up on the bridge, and we'll show people what it has to be like. So look, Sam, you can see the water's raining from down there. So then the water this side. Yeah, so let's have a look. So you see the water this side, and that side has to be the same level, doesn't it? Yeah. You see that the boat's going down. Go down there, yeah. You watch, and then you watch them, and then the doors will open, and then the boat then can go through. You watching this, Sammy? The boat will come through this way in a minute. Isn't it? Quite fascinating how these locks and stuff work, isn't it?
That's taking ages.
It's not going to take ages. It's not taking ages, Sammy. And then it'll go through there. A minute.
And then we'll go towards...
Look, so you see the water coming down the other one as well.
Well, then we'll go towards Twyford.
So you watch it open a minute, and darling. We'll go on in a minute. There's something like that's it, and you see, can you watch? Now the water's level, something about the water being level.
Yeah.
And then the boat then can come down through here. You watch. There you go, Sammy, look, and the boat moves now under the lock. You
And
see?
under the bridge.
And under the bridge, yeah.
All the way towards Twyford.
Yeah, and then it goes on its way.
All the way to Twyford.
We're walking back through this way now, and Diane, look, can you see? Sammy wants to see how they're getting on with Lidl and Castle Key too. Obviously the Lidl's going to be the bit at the top, and then obviously the bottom's going to be the underground car park. But then again, it floods down here, doesn't it? So I imagine they've probably done something to help all the floods and defences and things like that. So I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be a nice decent sized Lidl, isn't it? I think it's going to be like the Sainsbury's at Bicester, because one at Bicester, they've got the underground car park and things. What's my darling?
Is it going to be an escalator in there?
Yeah, you're going to have an escalator to get all. And the lift probably, yeah. From the car park down there up to the top. You can't tell me all of that is going to be Lidl's. Do you think that if it is, it's going to be one big huge Lidl? But then again, I think some of it might be the cinema, because obviously they're having a light screen cinema, it's supposed to be, but obviously what's going on, we don't know whether the cinema's still going to happen or not. So, but yeah. Obviously that's the car park we normally park in, but when we come through it was actually closed. Well, actually closed, I mean there wasn't no parking spaces, so. And then, yes, we're just walking back to the car park now. See what I mean? Like, obviously it's going to be like a ramp, isn't it? Up here, then obviously I think it's going to be on top up there. So that's him, Ben's fascinated with this big crane. He keeps looking at it. Quite noisy. Wasn't there, if I remember rightly, wasn't there a big massive bridge along here somewhere? We used to collect the spice for. There wasn't there? Obviously they've had to remove that. And then over here, you see there's going to be the big massive Premier Inn hotel as well, which would be quite nice actually, because that overlook the canal. So it's nice to see it actually happening, because I know it got put back for a while and things like that. I guess, Sammy, let's go to the hotel, that building over there. You can, can't you? So yes, we're just back from Banbury now. Didn't vlog too much in Banbury as such, because obviously we started getting a few Christmas presents, and the people who Christmas presents before have watched the vlogs, so stuff like that, it's not fair for them to see what they're getting in the vlogs. So also we called into Vincent post office, didn't we? A couple of emails to send, and Ben had a bit of a meltdown waiting in the car. So I don't know if it's because the fact he was having to wait in the car, or whether because he wanted to get out. I really don't know. So we said next time we go to Vincent post office, we'll get him out of the car and see if that makes a difference and stuff like that. Because obviously Ben loves walking around the shop. So but again, they're doing the one in, one out, aren't they still? And the Vincent post office. It's not a big post office as such. It's also not small, so it's medium sized ones. So I don't know why they're still doing one in, one out. I really don't know. Anyway, yeah, so Sam's upstairs in his bedroom. He got a couple of DVDs from the charity shop we wanted to there. He's upstairs watching them. Bless him, see Ben's there, bless him. Didn't see very well. He's on the living room playing with his spring, things like that. So Stephen's just sat there on his phone. He bought himself a couple of DVDs he wanted as well, so he's just looking through them. And you can see very well I'm cooking the mince, because obviously I promised Sammy yesterday to have shepherd's pie or cottage pie for tea tonight. So done some mashed potato yesterday, done too much, so just throwing it away. We kept it as well for today, so that should be fine. But then it's been cooked through again properly in the oven anyway, so it's quite an easy tea really tonight.
And that brings Monday's vlog to a close, guys, and the end of the first day of the week off for them both. Yeah, it's crazy to think the next one's going to be Christmas. It just doesn't feel like we're heading there yet. It's been such a weird old year for everyone this year, I tell you. I just hope somehow, you know, the government and some of these people plan on something good for all of us when all this is said and done. Like one big massive concert, say at Wembley Stadium, like they did with Live Aid or something like that. You know, just to bring us all back together and just, you know, have some faith in all of everything. It just feels like, you know, everyone seems to be, you know.
It's affected everyone's mental health, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah, the mood with some people at the moment is just terrible. You know, they think, yeah, they're in one issue, then, you know, you've got others that are dealing with another issue, like autism and special needs and everything else, and dealing with all that. It's just been a crazy old year, which none of us are going to remember, I tell you. I promise you this, guys, this year there's going to be no year in review vlog, definitely not, because there's nothing to really review. Only that trip to I forget what it's called now, Park Dean, which wasn't really great, but it got us away. And yeah, what we've got to look forward to now really is going to the Haunted Castle on Wednesday and seeing Stories with Santa. I don't know how that's going to work yet, so that'll be fun. Anyway, guys, yeah. Thanks for joining us. As always, hit that subscribe button. We've got to get to 5k before the year's out, please.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice to get 4k for the end of the year.
Comment down below. She'll answer you as soon as you can.
I promise you guys, I will slowly get back to your comments. Obviously, we do read them all daily, don't we? Things like that, so to speak. They do really make our day, especially when having a bad day with Ben and things like that. So, again, we do appreciate it, and we'll get back to you as soon as I can with the comments.
Yeah, so tomorrow, hopefully, I've got to get out in that garden and start tidying up because it is an absolute mess. And if it does rain tomorrow, then I'm scuppered really, because I don't really want to get covered in mud again.
No.
Anyway, see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Where are you going?